All right, welcome back to the Final with Steven show. And today I'm here with someone who is not new to the show. My friend, my G, a business owner, fellow
Fellow
podcast.
podcaster.
Mitchel, I'm so glad to tell you on the show today. I'm always glad to be on the show, man. And I can't wait to see how this conversation goes. All right, so be honest with me. When was the last time you caught yourself genuinely self-sabotaging yourself? Just yesterday. Sorry, literally today. Yeah. So I'm trying to like be this because it's not news that I'm this sort of like introverted on social guy. Yeah, and I'm trying to be more, at least shake a few hands, call a few names, a few greetings. Nothing special. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just don't do it. Yeah, like I know that I'm supposed to be doing it, but I just don't do it. And yeah, it was this morning. It was just literally this morning. So you think you're sabotaging yourself by not like doing all these casual greetings because you're maybe it's not reducing the possibility of creating certain relationships. Yeah, exactly. It's like I've told myself that it's not about being the most social guy in the world. Yeah. It's just at least don't be this ghost. Yeah, because up until I remember last semester Naomi introduced me to someone. Yeah. And she was like, "Are you not 29?" I'm like, "Oh damn." like she so like at least if it's not just being this ghost, at least let a few faces know me and stuff like that. But I keep acting in the manner that I'm consistent with, which is just putting my head down, not greeting people, just walking straight up. I feel you. Personally, I think today I even self-sabotage myself. Okay. Like for this specific episode, I already had like this guide that I'll use to start the episode from beginning to end. Instead of me to be focusing on that guide preparing, I was just distracted in the moment, talking, gisting, scrolling through YouTube. And more recently was this Sunday. Yeah. Bro, wow. I was on YouTube watching anime for 58 hours. 8 hours. Bro, it's this pattern. Like I'll be locked in for 2 days, and on the third day, boom, I just go on YouTube. I just break. And then I recover. Like I acknowledge I recover, I keep on going. So do you think that people self-sabotage? Do you think that we self-sabotage ourselves consciously or just happens subconsciously? I can only answer the question on a personal note. Yeah. On a personal note, it's very, very conscious. Yeah. It's not subconscious for me. It's like I can see it. Yeah. And I know in my heart, in my mind, and in my soul that this is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Or this is what I'm not supposed to do. Yeah. But I just don't do it. But I just do it. And like one thing that I know about self-sabotaging is the way you talk to yourself matters. Yeah. Right. Okay, so after every self-sabotage, I remember that day you were telling me that you slapped yourself or something like that. It's like bro, it went okay, I watched YouTube and then I literally like slapped myself 5 times hard. Yeah. Hard. Yeah. It was then at the 6th time I wasn't like keep paying I now stop because I had a conversation with Claude AI. Yeah. It was like, don't let it snowball into self-flagellation. Literally hitting yourself. That it won't get anything, and then like boom, like, it was so dramatic. I was not like, wait, no, genuinely, me hitting myself won't itself nothing, like virtually nothing. So the thing was like, okay, did I watch YouTube for hours? Yes, acknowledged. What is the next step forward? The thing is with self-sabotage is acting against your goals. You're meant to be like now I was meant to be editing one episode that I posted recently, and there was this part that required me to cut a lot. So it was it was appearing hard to me. Yeah. And then this procrastination kicked in. Or I fell to the path of least resistance, which is YouTube, zero friction. Do you have data? Is your phone on? Click the video, boom, instant gratification. Yeah. That other thing was seeming hard. And what really pained me or annoyed me was the fact that I was completely conscious that I'm self-sabotaging. Like you're meant to be doing your editing, but you're doing this. Yeah, self-sabotage. Even if I was speaking on his personal note, I think it's also very general. Yeah. Self-sabotage is conscious. Yeah.
Nobody unconsciously self-sabotages themselves. I feel like the name itself, it's like it's not about the act that is being done. So there are people that they can watch YouTube for 8 hours a day,
Yeah.
and they don't see it as self-sabotage because they
Yeah.
don't really care,
Yeah.
or they don't have any other thing to do. But then there's you who watched it for 8 hours a day and you saw it as self-sabotage
Yeah.
because it was kind of like conflicting what you already had.
Yeah.
Now, if your response to it was something defensive, like it was just YouTube,
Yeah.
or I grinded throughout the whole day, and
Yeah.
if you I feel like those responses matter a lot, but
Yeah.
the thing that matters more is what you tell yourself about them.
Yeah.
Understand? I have stopped, like when I say I have stopped saying bad things to myself.
Yeah.
I can never cause myself any form of physical, emotional, or like any type of pain.
Yeah.
Instead of like walking out and all that stuff, but like you understand what I mean?
Yeah. Purposeful discomfort.
Exactly, purposeful discomfort. I can never like make a mistake.
Yeah.
And talk down on myself. Never.
Yeah.
Never. Like,
So what's your response?
if like the things you say to yourself matters more than anything.
Yeah.
You understand? So normally, if I self-sabotage, I was supposed to do this thing, but I didn't do it. I will default to this thing, this phrase that I got very conversant with. What is wrong with me? You understand?
Yeah.
And then genuinely speaking, I begin to believe that something is wrong with me. That I am not I am not normal, or I am broken in some sense. Like I genuinely begin to believe that something is wrong with me.
Okay, that was the former narrative.
Yeah, that's like something is wrong with me. Like I'm not okay. Like why do I say that I'll not do this if I keep doing it?
Yeah.
What I do now is okay, cool. We fail, and I was genuinely trying my best not to fall, but I still fail.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the lesson we're going to learn from this? Because like I told you earlier, the lessons are the gold.
The gold.
The lessons are the gold. So what am I going to learn from this thing?
Yeah.
And how am I going to use it to make the next time better? And even if I fall again, I'll say sure, no problem. And like it will never get to a point where I talk down on myself now.
Yeah.
And anyway, I listen to this thing, your opinions to yourself matters.
Yeah.
You might think you're being hard on yourself, but you're not. Because if I came to you and I told you that I said I was going to be doing this thing, but I'm not. There are certain things you won't tell me.
Yeah.
But then we think it's healthy when we tell it to our own selves.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you have liberty to like talk down yourself.
There are certain things that you won't tell your friends.
Yeah.
Your friend, let's say your friend is struggling with let's use drinking.
Yeah.
Like your friend can't stop drinking. Your friend comes to you like, do you know how you talk to him?
Yeah.
But then if it's you that forewarned, bro, you begin to say all these negative, bad, stupid things to yourself.
Yeah.
And those things really, really do matter.
Yeah.
And I learned it from this book called The Cat Who Taught Zen. I saw it in your phone.
Yeah.
Read it in like 2 days. The book is very short, but like it's a very beautiful book.
Yeah.
And it said that we are the company. So you know how there's this argument between whether it is the journey or the destination that matters.
Yeah.
It said that neither matters. Now what matters is the company. Like the company that is like the people that you're going on with the journey.
Oh, cool.
Do you understand? So it was like the conversation between a cat and a hare, I think. So the hare now asked, what if you have no friends? It now said you are your own company.
Yeah.
Meaning that between the journey and the destination, what matters is you.
Yeah.
And if you don't like yourself, if you don't speak positive things about yourself, then you're going to have like a miserable life. Because at the end of the day, you're the person that is going to spend the most amount of time with you. Imagine you don't like the one person that you are spending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 30 days, 365 days a year with. That is like, I feel like that is even worse than self-sabotage. Yeah, that is self-hate.
Yeah.
And you literally hate yourself. So I just want to make it known that self-sabotage is not, don't see it as
something is wrong with you.
Something is wrong with you. Like Chris Williamson will say, it's a future, not a bug. Do you understand? It's like a future of somebody that, like, you know what, like future of something now.
Yeah.
Like it's a future of people who are trying to become better.
Yeah.
And are failing at it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That is a feature.
It's a feature, like the characteristics. Okay, cool.
Not like future as in future, like
I get like a
characteristic. It's a quality of people who are genuinely trying to become better.
Okay, sorry to cut you. So what you said just reminded me of what I heard one Harvard professor say on self-sabotage. She was like, self-sabotage is not, a problem.
Yeah.
It's an innate pattern in humans because our brains are wired towards keeping
Comfort.
us safe.
Yeah, yeah.
And in order to keep us safe, it likes us to continue repeating these patterns, comfortable patterns that is predictable. And most people are unconscious of it. What she said was, we shouldn't, think something is wrong with you, but you should be aware that you have this pattern. And then question yourself on whether this is the way you want to keep on going. And then with that awareness, that's like just the first step. You can actually start to break the pattern.
Break the pattern, yeah. Yeah.
To break the pattern. Like now, that my YouTube stuff. And she said another thing, that these patterns come from childhood.
Yeah.
It could come from mostly childhood. And I can totally relate. Like this morning, I was thinking of where did this my YouTube self-sabotage pattern come from? And then I remember that when I was small, like 5, a bit 6 or so, I always used to watch cartoons from morning to night. Literally from morning to night. My mom would be like, "You children are watching cartoon from morning to night." And at that time, when she said that kind of thing, I would just be like, "Man, you tripping. Like you're like you're exaggerating now. We don't literally
Man, you
watch
tripping.
cartoon. We don't literally watch cartoon from morning to night." But when I grew up and then look back, or then became more aware a bit,
Yeah.
I saw that wait, we actually watch cartoons from morning to night. If we are left to do it, and if there is light, bro, we watch cartoon from morning to night, and it was a comfortable habit. So
Very comfortable, man.
it's now resurfacing in the present, and that's why I'm going back to that habit in the present. So, like, do you think that your own habits could originate from any childhood experience?
So I feel like no, I think I have been this kind of socially abstract person,
Yeah,
like since childhood.
yeah,
And I'm like if I am in a place,
yeah,
like let's say a classroom outside, and it's like a gathering
yeah,
that was not created by me,
yeah,
I usually don't fit in. But even inside that social awkwardness and everything, I usually have my own small circle.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah,
That I am very, very well with. And it's just the same thing that is repeating here in UNEC. I remember the contrast for me between law faculty and hostel last year.
yeah,
So in law faculty I was like so introverted.
yeah.
When hostel I was this guy. Like
A madman.
people used to beg me to shut the fuck up, guy. Like if you're hostel last year, you remember that there's someone that always used to shout consistently from balconies. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
I was literally that guy because my energy in hostel, I feel like I could breathe in hostel.
Yeah,
Understand? And it's like when I look at this whole, I want to start becoming a more social
yeah,
person. I am very, very like aware of the demand that I am making for myself, because there are things that push you,
yeah,
then there are things that are not just you.
yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
So now if you're judging yourself by, oh, this thing is not you, but because you not do something that you know is not you, then you're now judging yourself and calling it self-sabotage. But like it's yes, I know that I'm not this socially blah 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 blah. Blah. Sure,
yeah,
the plan is not to become Elon Musk or whatever. Like all
yeah,
this, the plan is just greet a few more people,
yeah,
a few more handshakes, a few more waves and stuff
yeah.
like that.
So
Self-sabotage is yeah, like I said, it's actually a from a childhood something. Yeah,
most of our self-sabotage patterns come from our childhood,
yeah,
and it doesn't just happen. They are triggers. Like for me, my own trigger is when, mostly in the evenings, when my evenings are unstructured and then I have low energy because it's the end of the day. And at that moment, there's nothing on my head, like it's just blank. And then there's boredom that kicks in.
yeah,
Then the brain is now like, I don't like this boredom. And then the brain will now raise this stupid argument that we have been disciplined for 2 days, or we have done some work. It's time to unwind.
yeah,
And yeah, unwinding, resting is surely relevant, it's essential, but
yeah.
it should be moderated.
Structured, moderated. Yeah,
Moderated. Do you want to like watch a movie for 1 hour? Let it be set, put on the calendar and follow. Not okay. Let me pick on that Sunday, I literally set a 1 hour timer. But once that thing end, I will stop watching.
Yeah.
Bro, it didn't rank. I just offed it
And
and continued.
one must go, one must go, one must
So like my trigger is this unstructured, low energy evenings where boredom kicks in. And I am conscious of it. But what do you think yours is?
go. I feel like mine is from the moment I put on white and black. Like from the moment I like genuinely there's this thing that happens when I'm putting on this uniform. Like genuinely speaking,
Yeah.
there's this thing that happens when I'm on this white and black.
Like body rebels.
Not like my body because have you ever seen me when I'm not on white and black?
Yeah. Alex, what's it type?
Like there's this freedom. Like I feel like all due respect with to the uniform, I feel like it's kind of like from the moment I put on the white and black, my brain begins to fall into this deep core introverted mode.
Yeah.
Feel me? And then as I'm walking to school,
Yeah.
getting closer to the faculty, it just
Yeah.
becomes more and more and more. And once I'm inside class, it's like a done deal.
Yeah.
It's cemented. Nothing can be done about it again
Yeah.
and shit like that. But like I feel like getting to know the patterns. And if you didn't say this, I wouldn't even realize this one that as I was talking, I was just thinking, yeah, the trigger. So getting to know the pattern is important. Another thing that is important is not expecting change from yourself in a day or in a week or even in a month.
Yeah.
I feel like you should start like starting small.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Starting small. Like it might sound stupid, but imagine you're like, if I am going to self-sabotage today,
Yeah.
to be for 7 hours, not 8 hours. Like 7 hours of YouTube, but not 8 hours of YouTube. Or 6
Okay.
hours. And then you constantly keep reducing the time. And then let's say for me, I'm like, just whatever you do, just one person today.
Yeah.
Just have like this short convo with one person today.
Yeah.
And honestly, so far, I've been doing well. It's like, in as much as I say, oh, I self-sabotage, I still recover.
Yeah.
You
Recovery
understand?
time.
I still recover. I
Yeah.
still hit up to like talk to someone and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Again, because I feel like this thing cannot be overemphasized. Again,
Yeah.
this is the story you tell yourself, man. You understand? I was walking back home yesterday and I told myself that today was genuinely good in terms of trying to be more
Social.
yeah, in terms of trying to be more social.
Yeah.
Reach up to a few guys, a few girls, talk to them, chill with them, all that kind of thing. Even though it was not perfect, it was not seamless, it was not like this public speaking guy that I used to see on my PFP and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. So it's this thing that when expecting change from yourself, be easy on yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? Be easy on yourself. Like we think, especially this alpha male grinded mind,
Yeah.
wolf, fire, water, bullshit.
Like there's this perfect ideal perception
this
of
perfect ideal perception
100%
of
focus.
who you're exactly of who you're supposed to be. And during this holiday, it's like at a certain time, I remember sitting in the parlor. Nobody was around. I was sitting in the parlor and I was like, why am I not doing enough?
Yeah.
I was like, why am I not doing enough? Why am I not living up to the image inside my head?
Yeah.
And after like thinking and reflecting, and I saw that the image inside my head was this guy. So this guy is on his laptop for like 12 hours a day,
Yeah.
works out, eats healthy, all this perfect thing.
Yeah.
And then I was comparing my day to like in my day, I read,
Yeah.
I work out, I still
Yeah.
build my business,
Yeah.
do a little bit of learning here and there.
Yeah.
But to me, it was not enough
Yeah.
because I was comparing it to
The ideal.
Yeah, to the
trying
ideal.
there all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. In fact, let me even tell you something. I two of us were sitting together in class today, and I saw your book. So I think you structured different lecturers with the parts they're teaching and stuff like that, and you've ticked some out already.
Yeah.
And then I was comparing it to myself that I came back on Friday and I just started reading on Monday.
Yeah.
And I just finished the topic this morning on contract. And I genuinely found the topic interesting. And I started like comparing it to myself, like, bro, see this guy's calendar, see this guy's exactly.
Yeah.
I caught myself in that moment.
Yeah.
And I just reminded myself that comparison steals happiness.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So like I should just be as Mitchel as I can.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like don't try to be this thing or that thing. Just try to be the best version of yourself.
So-
It's called best version of yourself, not best version of social media or best version of that your role model.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's self-sabotage. Just it really comes down to being easy on yourself, especially when you know you're trying to change. It's like
Yeah.
I feel like the one thing that causes self-sabotage, the one thing that causes the repeat
Yeah.
is this: you sabotage, you feel this shame
Yeah.
and this anxiety and this
Yeah.
guilt, and then you make all the promises you make,
Yeah.
and then
You
you
feel.
come again and you feel.
And then you feel that same
You understand?
that feeling of shame, and the cycle keeps repeating, and then a voice comes in that maybe this cycle is just who I am.
It's just who I am.
And I
Right?
think
And you don't try to fight it, and you're just like, this is who I am. This
Yeah.
is
like there's this theory that I heard. It's called the self-perception theory.
Yeah.
Developed by one psychologist. I think the self-perception theory is saying this, that the way most people create their identities is that they look at what their behaviors in the past and then just conclude that that is who they are, instead of them saying, this is who I am, and then I'm going to act in this particular way. For example, let's say you get angry with a friend, and
Yeah.
then you shout for the person. You now reflect and then start blaming yourself that I have anger issues, instead of I behaved in an angry manner, but that's not who I am.
yeah.
Behavior and identity are two different things. Behavior comes from identity.
This is one for identity. Yeah.
Behavior comes from identity. But where people make the mistake is always, settling for your past behaviors and then
And
just
then tagging it as identity.
tagging it as your
Yeah.
identity.
Like a good example is let's use born again Christians.
Yeah,
Born again Christians, they accept identity first. I am now a Christian,
yeah,
and then their behavior just changes.
yeah,
This is the fact that they have accepted that they're born again Christian,
Yeah.
and they have shifted their identity, and because of they have shifted their identity,
Yeah.
the behavior now easily falls in place.
yeah,
So it's just like I'm just like giving an example of exactly what you said.
yeah,
It's like they used to smoke, drink, party, do all these things before.
yeah.
Then a man of God came up to them, convinced them,
And
and
then
now
they bought the identity.
they now bought into the new identity of born again Christian.
And then the idea,
The behaviors
just-
from that day onward just
Yeah.
fall into the lane of born again Christian.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's like what I told you in class. Like people use evidence to judge themselves a lot, and,
Yeah.
and you really can't blame humans for that one thing. It's like I can't play basketball.
Yeah.
Because if I go back into Mitchel's life folder,
Yeah.
the amount of times that I've played basketball is less than my 5 fingers.
Crazy.
Do you understand? Like literally.
Yeah.
So like there really is no evidence that I can do this thing.
And then basketball is not for me.
Basketball is not for me. So I can't. Then I just like it just becomes like an identity something. Like I can't play basketball.
Yeah.
But then if I go into my folder and then I look at podcasts and like I have done over 60 podcast episodes.
Yeah.
I can do podcasts. I know
Yeah.
how to hold conversations for 1 hour,
Yeah.
1 hour, 30 minutes. So like it really does show up in my life. I remember before when I used to be very, very anxious.
Yeah.
You know this thing like mid conversation, you're thinking of what to say next. You're thinking of what to say
It's
next.
happening right now.
Like that fear can never. I like, and I say to you like, but that fear can never hold me again. I don't think
Yeah.
it can because I have done so many podcasts without thinking of what to say, and it just ran into 1 hour. And he taught me this crucial lesson on communication. This is not a communication school. He just taught me this crucial. It's like a conversation is like a river.
Yeah.
Let it flow. You understand? The problem was that I was trying to mind block every single thing that I would say.
Yeah.
But the truth is that the next thing you say is coming from the thing the person is saying.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what to say next, it means you're not listening. And I learned this thing exactly episode 39 when I was interviewing Shedrack. And I learned this thing, like I forgot my script, but I got lost inside what he was saying.
Yeah.
And the podcast just started running. So it's like people judge themselves based on evidence.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like evidence of things that you can and cannot do.
Okay.
You understand? So when you have done this one thing consistently, like look at it like stacked up evidence equals identity.
Yeah.
You understand?
But where the problem is when they attribute a bad habit that is a self-sabotage pattern as their identity. Like now, let's say you're someone who starts something and don't usually finish it, then you just tag yourself, oh, I mean, I'm just indisciplined. I lack discipline. Or maybe you're just, confused, or you don't know the next steps to take. You have not simplified whatever you're doing, and that's why you avoid it because it seems hard, it's uncertain.
Yeah.
So it's easier for your brain to just go into the usual self-sabotage pattern, which is predictable and comfortable. Another example is maybe you don't like confrontation. You avoid having like confrontation
Yeah.
when you like call someone out and maybe it could lead to an argument or
Yeah.
anything. And then you just say, I think I'm weak. I'm weak. Or maybe you had a childhood that, was really aggressive and you sort of conditioned yourself to avoid that conflict. And it doesn't, based on your childhood experience, it doesn't mean you lack the strength to actually enter into confrontation.
And this whole confrontation thing, like I have called a lot of people out, and I know how to do it. You understand? I feel like the word confrontation exists, but like you don't really need it to solve aggressive situations.
Yeah.
I have talked to my roommates about things. I have talked to Tony about things that I like and I don't like in the body. I have had this conversation many times, and I just know that confrontation is basically, it's because you think that it is only the aggressive way that can solve the problem. But there's literally a way that everybody lives smiling and the problem gets solved. So it's just basically what you're saying is like you just don't know how to do it. So you like step back.
You step back. The point I was landing out is we don't, zoom out and question ourselves whether this is who we want to be. We just accept the bad self-sabotage pattern without questioning it.
I say, this is who I am.
This is who I am. Like now, I have broken from self-sabotage patterns before, and I'll unpack the strategy. But what happened, this specific self-sabotage pattern was during my childhood. This is like how I started actually waking up early. Usually, I sleep with the fan on, and when I wake up by 8, when I was small, I'll still be feeling like I want to sleep for an extra 3 to 4 hours. The reason was because of the fan. It would weaken you to make you feel like you want to, like you're useless, like you're dead, like freak, like I can't move, bro. But there was this specific period where, like, I was the only one home. My dad would come back. I know he'd be calling me, so I wanted to hear him. So in the night, I'll actually turn off my fan so that if he calls my name, I can come. So I will be ended up not sleeping with the fan. And I noticed that I would wake up by 6 strong, as opposed to the times where I slept with the fan. So like I wasn't doing it consciously. It was just the intention was I want to hear my dad when he calls me, so I'm offing this fan so that it doesn't affect my hearing. So it continued. And suddenly I'm just waking up early by 6 strong, as opposed to before waking up by 8 and still feeling sleepy. From there, I stopped sleep. I hardly sleep with the fan on. If it's on, it's very low because I don't want to wake up and still feel like pap. So
it's okay.
The point from that story is to start breaking the pattern, recognizing what causes that pattern. No, awareness
Awareness is just like stage 1, man.
It's just stage 1 because I'm fully aware that YouTube is self-sabotage, but I still do it consciously. And the professor even said that self-awareness is not really sufficient. And the thing is that our bodies are actually designed to make us feel, to keep us comfortable. So the question is not how do you completely eliminate self-sabotage, but how do you reduce it? And when you do fall, because you will fall, how do you recover quickly, faster than you fell?
Okay, so for me, reducing self-sabotage, it's like, again, don't expect miraculous changes overnight.
Bro,
You understand? Don't expect remarkable changes overnight. You should be easy on yourself, man.
Self-compassion.
You should be easy on yourself. Treat yourself like somebody you're responsible for taking care of. You understand? Treat yourself like a friend that says, I'm trying to be more social, but every time that I get a chance to,
Yeah.
I just walk past. I just stay quiet.
Yeah.
Understand? Do you know how you talk to him in those scenarios?
Yeah.
Talk to yourself like that. Don't talk to yourself like shit. Like
You piece.
you piece of shit. Like don't
Like-
don't talk to yourself like shit. Like social media will tell you it's alpha, but it's just bullshit. Like
Yeah.
talking to yourself like shit.
Yeah.
You understand? I remember when I came last in last year's on the bar competition, I didn't talk to myself like shit.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, I talked to myself like shit. Like I called myself like a failure, but like and all
Yeah.
those things. But the next day I was like, stop, guy. Let's go and record a podcast about how this whole thing went. And I turned an event that I really didn't like, and I had this conversation with you.
And it don't.
And like the whole thing just
Yeah.
it just disappeared. So like you need to be compassionate with yourself. Remember that this thing is a pattern that has existed in you
Yeah.
for a very long time. So don't expect miraculous changes. You understand? And the lessons are the goal.
Bro.
You feel me? The lessons are the goal. It's like if you can start a journal
Yeah.
and like not all the things you want to anti self-sabotage, just
Yeah.
one thing
Yeah.
where you write, okay, today I failed
Yeah.
in this particular thing that I would say I was going to do or not to do, and this is the reason why.
Yeah.
So it's not about the sabotage itself, it's about the moments before the sabotage.
Yeah.
You understand? That is where the patterns begin occurring.
Yeah.
You now know why. Then you now know what went wrong.
Yeah.
Then you solve it.
Yeah.
Or you make sure you don't fall for it again. But it does not mean you will not fall again. Another thing can happen.
Yeah.
It's like you now keep on removing all the possible failures
Yeah.
until
It has reduced.
it
Drastically.
has just reduced drastically. You
Bro.
understand?
What you said, like a lot, you said a lot right
Yeah.
now, like, and it reminded me of a lot of things. But like, let me just start. The thing you said about, I think, the example you gave about that bar
Yeah.
thing. After the bar thing, you talked to yourself like shit for a bit, and then you just decided this is not getting me
Yeah,
anywhere.
it's not getting anywhere.
Let me go and record an episode.
Yeah.
Like what that thing, what you did there is reframing. Like reframing the situation from I failed to what did I learn from this? How can I turn this into an opportunity? Like, and this is what I told myself. Like, this is the way I love to live. I see every day as an opportunity to get better and be better than my former self.
Yeah.
My former self would have slapped myself when I self-sabotage. But the last few times I self-sabotaged myself, which was like last week, like immediately I stopped and I like got Steven back. The version of myself that I want to be in control of more. When I just got back, first thing is like it happened. 8 hours gone. Cool. What is the next step? I forgot. I didn't start. Oh, you spent 8 hours. You're a fool. You're supposed to stay focused. No. The next thing was what caused this, or I just didn't, beat myself up about the fact that I self-sabotage myself, and I was just focused on what I'll do next. And I used that outcome-based thinking. I remember one day, like after I just self-sabotage, immediately I just woke up.
Yeah.
I was like, what are the things that I was meant to do? And I just listed them out and I asked myself, what's the least that can get done? And then boom, 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 boom.
And you just started doing them.
I just started doing them. Like my recovery time increased.
Yeah, and I feel like it's something we've not talked about, which is what you do after the sabotage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? And this thing you said is like spot on. And I did it and I didn't realize that I did it. It's like when you fall,
Yeah.
it's like if you can get up within that same minute and then go and undo or kind of like just make the rest of the day better,
Yeah.
bro, like you have won.
Yeah.
Because growth is not about perfection. It's like if
Bro,
if there's
this
this
shit ain't perfect.
if there's this graph of growth,
Yeah.
it's not like a straight line going upward.
Yeah.
You see something like up, down, 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 up,
Yeah.
down, up, down. But then if you zoom out, you see that even as it's going up and down,
Down.
it's just
Going up.
it's still going up, but up and down, up and down, up and down. So that is just basically how growth is. And I feel like what you do after the sabotage, what you do after the relapse, it really, really does matter a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does matter a lot. You imagine you sat for another 1 hour saying, bro, I'm a failure. I'm shit. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that. But use the kind of fuel
Yeah.
to get other things done.
Yeah.
Meaning that whole day was not completely wasted.
Wasted.
You understand? Because you still got shit done.
Yeah.
So that's also another very important thing. What you do after the sabotage, man.
So like low key in this conversation, we have like outlined, I think, two things now that actually helps with reducing self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Because it's something in it. But the thing is not just accepting it, trying to revolt against it and reduce it as much as possible. The first step is self-awareness. Like that's like a tiny step because you can be. I'm 100% aware that it's killing me.
Yeah.
But I still do it. So
Yeah.
self-awareness is just one piece of the puzzle. And that thing you said about journaling. Journaling is another beautiful way to create that self-awareness and study yourself. Like these days, I just study myself like a lab experiment. I'll be like, if I feel the urge to watch YouTube, I'll be like, look at this guy. Like it's funny.
Yeah.
I study myself like a madman. And then I take notes. Okay, like what is happening in this feeling? Am I having low energy? Am I dehydrated? Have I eaten? Because all these things are programming me. It's going to determine how I work. Like now, I think few months ago I discovered that when I work out, then I bathe, and then I want to do any work like reading or
You feel tired.
no, like in the morning.
Okay, yeah.
Like in my morning routine before I used to work out, then bathe, then go to class.
Yeah.
But I used to be sweaty when I get to class. So it didn't work. Then I now reframed it, shift my workout backwards. Then after the workout, bathe, then cool off in hostel. During that cooling off session, anything, if I'm studying a new material, my brain is like sharp. Like because after that workout, blood pumps into the brain, the preferential cortex, our reasoning guy.
Yeah.
It's 100%. So any work I'm doing in that period, I do it effortlessly. Like, but that's my peak condition. So it was from studying myself what actually makes me productive. That's how I identify that thing. Then, so the first point is self-awareness. Study yourself like a lab experiment and be kind to yourself. Then the second one was this idea of reframing the situation. What happens after the self-sabotage?
Yeah.
Instead of telling yourself, start giving yourself all this negative talk. It's just you acknowledge it. It happened. Cool. What can I learn from this moment? Because honestly, we're not perfect beings. And it was these few weeks after this holiday where I was really, really distracted. And I even read my journal. And then I saw that I read my journal when at the part where I thought I was really, really disciplined. And I saw myself writing that I wasn't still disciplined. But that time I was better than I am right now.
Yeah.
And I discovered that I was looking at this ideal version of discipline where
Morning to night.
morning to night, around the clock, every hour you're building.
Yeah. And that thing creates like a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah.
And even if you did the basic things like learning, working out, praying, all these basic things for improving the self per day, like you feel insufficient.
Like you're not enough.
Yeah.
I even caught myself writing. I was doing digital journaling. I was in a bus coming back. I was in the bus, and usually when I'm on the bus going back home, I just start thinking of what I'm going to do when I get back home.
Yeah.
But then I was just feeling this urge of what productive thing could I do? I was
Inside
like
the bus.
inside the bus, like maybe I should be checking my calendar, or maybe I should be playing chess. Okay, that builds the mind. Or I should be writing a LinkedIn post. And then I brought all these things to Claude. Okay, I want to start playing chess. I want to start writing on LinkedIn because it makes me feel more productive.
More actual.
I feel like I'm building more. And Claude was like, "Guy, you just came off a semester where the podcast almost crashed because of exam, and now you want to now fit in chess, bro. You're just bringing in noise. I basically you just need to focus on. He was just telling me to like focus on the goals now and avoid the noise and this idea of always building,
Always being on the go. Yeah, it's like it's not real.
It's not real.
It's fictional.
It's fictional for real.
And there's something I think we don't talk about enough, which is which is the awareness of failure. And I know it sounds kind of like, what's the point, bro?
Like, what do you mean by that?
But there are people that are failing.
Yeah.
Like there are people that are what we consider to be failure. There are people that it's just their routine. Literally.
Bro,
What we consider to be failure. And it's not self-comparison and using it to, it's like you're aware that you're failing.
Yeah.
It's because you actually care about women. You understand? If you were numb to these things, if you could watch YouTube 10 hours a day and still come out and feel like you just feel like it's another Tuesday evening, like nothing is wrong. But like the pain you feel after it, that is growth.
Yeah.
You understand? And I feel like it's something that should be given credit to.
Reframing.
Yeah, it should be reframed. It's like, because the truth is that the pain you're feeling from the self-sabotage shows that you're actually serious about growth.
Yeah.
Not the posting on your status when you went to the gym, not the book you read,
Yeah.
but like that pain you feel when you self-sabotage, that pain. And like, don't grow numb to it. Never grow numb to it. Feel the pain. Because the pain is like, I'm trying to get better, but I fail.
Yeah.
Like that is the signal of the pain. I'm trying to get better, but I fail. Keyword is not failed. Keyword is I am trying to get better. You understand? So I feel like when you're feeling this pain of self-sabotage, you should actually give credit to yourself. And this thing, it's easier said than done. It's very much easier said than done, because if you tell somebody that they should speak more kindly to themselves, especially when it comes to like breaking bad habits and all this kind of thing, it doesn't make sense. It's like some people have
tried
giving, not even tried, some people have given themselves every reason to talk down on themselves. You understand? So it's like, I feel like it's more of you're first going to say a few dirty words to yourself,
and then be like, pause.
And then no, like it's going to happen for like a while. Because like this is me. It's going to happen for like a while, and then you're not going to see that it's not actually helping you. Then you shift. Because the truth is that you learn more from life experiences than podcasts, books, any single thing. Because the truth is that when I saw that thing in The Cat Who Taught Zen, speak more kindly to yourself, it's not genuinely like, I won't tell you that, oh my god, I didn't know this thing and I've never heard it in my life before. I have heard it in my life before.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just didn't apply.
And it didn't really make sense.
It didn't really make sense to me. Until I now saw it again. And then I now looked back. And then I now saw the areas where I'm doing well and the areas where I'm not doing well. The areas where I'm doing well, there's this consistent, bro, you're doing well. Keep pushing. You're a king. You understand? And then the areas where I'm not doing well, like, bro, you're a failure. What's wrong with you? And then it just makes you to keep lagging behind. And keep lagging behind. So I wanted to like add it to my routine, but I wasn't able to. I did for a few days, like this kind of like before you go to bed, like say positive things about yourself. Like say positive, like it's not self-adoration or
self-affirmation.
You understand? It's bro, it's you genuinely giving credit to yourself. Now don't bullshit yourself. I think you should bullshit yourself. Like I'm very, very realistic. So like if I know that what I did was shitty, and what I did was rubbish, and what I did was below Mitchell standard, I just go, okay, how do I do better? I don't bullshit myself. I don't bullshit myself. Bullshitting yourself is more like lying to yourself.
Lying.
Like making excuses. Like the moment you see yourself making excuses, just know you're wrong.
I just call it out.
Like it's not like the moment you start making excuses. I'm not saying whether the excuses sound good or bad. The moment you see yourself making excuses, because the truth is that within us we have this radar that knows good and bad. You understand? And the moment you do something, that radar has already moved. And you know deep down within you that it is bad. So the moment you start saying, oh but, just know that what you did is genuinely bad. You understand? So speak positively to yourself. Don't bullshit yourself. Speaking positively to yourself is, okay, I woke up today and genuinely speaking, because the thing now is that you're the only person that can hear you. So you have no reason to lie. Like, genuinely speaking, I wanted to become a better person today. But I failed here and I failed here. But here are the areas that I won. And I know that tomorrow is going to be much more better. And I did my very possible best today. And I promised myself that tomorrow I'm also going to do my possible best and I'll surpass today. And like that thing, it is so, nobody talks about it. You understand? But it is so helpful.
Like in the story you tell yourself.
Bro, the story you tell yourself. Nothing beats the story you tell yourself. You take your opinions of yourself. Forget this whole what people say about you, what you say about yourself
Yeah.
That is the gold. Like that is like literally the gold. What you say about yourself is the gold. It's like you come out and you're saying shit about yourself.
Nah.
You understand? It's like
That your body is going to actually accept that thing
accept it, yeah,
and start living
and
it.
start living it out. You
Like,
understand? And then when you see somebody, because I have lived inside both sides before.
yeah,
I have lived, like I am seeing people that used to do what I used to do before.
yeah,
And then there are some people that are looking at me today, and I look like a superhuman.
yeah.
Like how are you able to do this and do this and do this and do this
Uh,
and I know deep down within me that I am not special.
bro.
I know deep down within me that I am not
Bro.
some god that fell down. I am this guy, like bro, in my secondary school I was so shitty.
Yeah.
You understand? I joined the school in SS1. I did the biggest self-sabotage to myself. And I think that was the area in my life where that forced me to change. So I didn't join press and debate club.
Yeah.
I didn't join social night because I remember that I used to like dancing. I was like very creative.
Yeah.
Poems, dancing, singing, all the kind of thing. I didn't join social club.
Yeah.
I was not part of anything. I didn't play sports.
Yeah.
Because I was always scared that I'll look bad in front of people.
Yeah.
And when I'm now seeing people doing it,
Yeah.
I'll be like, I want to do this thing. Like when I'm seeing that person standing in, because we in our assembly ground was this high stairs.
Yeah.
I was always standing at the top of it, speaking to us. A fellow student, I'm like, I want to do this thing.
Oh,
When I'm
wow.
seeing somebody dancing on the stage, I want to
Yeah.
do this thing. When I see, like, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I used to tell myself that I couldn't.
You couldn't.
Yeah, you
The
understand?
story you told
Yeah,
yourself.
the story I told myself was that I couldn't. And after secondary school, man, I just knew I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I knew
I don't want
is
to be
that
like
I don't want to be that person anymore. That is like the one thing that I. And when I'm looking at people, the way they look at me now,
Yeah.
I like it's the same way I used to look at people before.
Yo.
Seeing them as this, they just made a choice.
Yeah.
They just made a choice to like do the thing or to not do the thing.
Yeah.
You understand? And then you're now looking at us like we went through some mental model superhuman camp like that.
We have talent.
We have talent, like
Yeah.
like what's that? I never really interacted with that word from childhood to now. Talent,
Yeah.
like really never,
Yeah. Yeah.
never really interacted with that word. So like when you look at people that are doing the things that you want to do,
Yeah.
just understand that it's simply choice. First of all, we start from choice, consistency, story they tell themselves, and like there really isn't much difference between you and other human beings. Really.
Yeah.
When you see people that are failing and people that are succeeding, there really isn't much difference between you and them.
Yeah.
Like we just it's this thing that I've also told myself that I'll never do, which is this thing where you just put this human being on this mountain
Yeah.
and be like, I just can never be like this person
Yo.
because this person is this. I can never do that.
Like what they have said, I can totally relate to
Yeah.
this thing of seeing other people and then giving yourself the narrative of I can't do it, or it's not for people like me. Like now, as you said, me too in secondary school, I was shitty. Like I ran away from rehearsals or for a debate. Rehearsals, like okay, we had a inter-school competition and then they were now doing rehearsals to select people. I was so anxious that I couldn't even stay for the rehearsals. But the story I told myself was okay, I was just sad, really, really disappointed with my own existence. But the moment I landed in university, the moment I landed at university, I just told myself, you see this stage fright, I'm going to put it on a pedestal, carry a gun and kill it.
Bro,
Like,
real,
kill it.
real.
I told myself, I don't care if I feel I'm shaking. I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks. I am going to kill it. Like, it was just a choice. And from there, I entered Onsbar.
Yeah.
I was my last appearance. Like, in my last appearance, I wanted to be lead counsel. Because my supreme leader, my managing partner, calls himself supreme leader. I really, 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 really respect and admire that guy. Like, there was a time where we're doing selection for one appearance, and then I allowed the other person to, like the way he does it, he'll pair two people on one issue, and then you guys compete for it. So me and the person that he paired me with, he was like, he told me to canvas my argument. I did it. The other person did their own. And then he now told us to pick who do we think should go. Like we should pick ourselves, not him. And then me, at that point, I said they should pick the other person. Because at that point I think it was exam period. I just wanted to drop it. But he told me something. Just one statement. You defeated yourself in your mind. Like, bro, from the moment he just said that thing, like my head just started, it was like a volcano erupted.
Yeah.
Thoughts, different narratives started entering my head. I defeated myself. How can I defeat my own self in my mind? I didn't defeat myself. Like, I was just rationalizing, defending, creating excuses. But then something just told me the reason why you're doing all this reaction is because you know it's
You
true.
know it's true.
Then
That your internal radar shifted
Yeah.
to true. And
Yeah.
like I said, the moment excuses start moving,
Yeah,
you just
you
know
know
it's
it's
true.
then I told myself, next time I'm going to be lead counsel. Like, lead counsel is something that we leave for a particular person. Some people tell themselves that, okay, it's not for me. Or they were just used to allowing certain people do it. And I realized that, like, my MP made me realize that, bro, it's a freaking playing field. If you want to be the person in the top leading everybody, you can be it. It's just you to decide whether you're going to do it. And then I was like, okay, I am going to be lead counsel, and also I'm going to get best counsel. Like last appearance, the only thing in my head was, it's time. It's time for me to get that best counsel. Because I tried getting lead counsel, he was like, you have already picked. Then he now told me that if I do well this appearance, next time I'll be lead counsel. Prior to that, this year, one of my this year goals was to get best counsel. So it was something that I've just been thinking about.
Yeah.
So the moment he just gave me that opportunity, I was like, I'll destroy it. I'm going to get it. Unfortunately for me, I got the lead counsel. I mean, the best counsel.
Yeah.
And boom, that moment, like, what just the lesson that I got from there is everything outside you doesn't matter.
Real.
It depends on what you tell yourself. If you tell yourself you want to be Onsbar president and you 100% believe in it, despite like 50,000 people telling you, guy, you know, guy, see this other guy, you know, go win this guy. If you can tell yourself that, okay, ignore all of that and just listen to your narrative, bro, you can get anything. Like when people tell themselves like, this is who I am, I can't be better, or they just keep giving themselves all these excuses, they are really messing themselves up. Because at the end of the day, it's like your thoughts, what you tell yourself that matters. And then this thing that you said that after every failure, after every self-sabotage, after every failure, doesn't matter about the failure. The thing is, what do you tell yourself at that moment? Do you tell yourself, okay, it's time for me to learn? It's a lesson. I heard this thing that there's nothing like failure. It's either you win or you get a lesson.
Yeah.
Like there's no failure. If you feel like, what's the lesson? And me, anytime I fall, I'm like, okay, this is even a challenge. I mean, I'm like this guy who loves challenges. So, okay, I'm having this self-sabotage pattern. It's a challenge to conquer it. And one way that helped me conquer like my past self-sabotage patterns, and I'm going to apply it now, is rebellion in the moment.
Like
Rebellion.
while doing it.
Yeah. And there's this app that you give me, one block it
Yeah,
app.
block it, yeah.
Like that literally, if you set a timer, it literally shuts down your phone.
For that
So
person.
that's what I'm going to be doing. If I get the urge, I'm just going to set a 30-minute timer. Totally blocking me. Whether I even want to, I can't access it. So there's this thing that I just said is encapsulated in a quote, which is, it's easier to avoid the dragon than to slay it.
Yeah, real.
Like,
Yeah.
if you want to stop doing something,
It's
instead
easier to
of,
avoid it.
it's easier to like just avoid it. Like if you want to stop eating junk food, like don't keep it in your house.
Yeah.
If you want to stop smoking, like give your credit card to someone, or like just create this, put a wall, let the door not be there.
Yeah.
Like this YouTube, I got productivity advice, like add friction, like put something that blocks you. And I put this digital well-being timer for I think 45 minutes, 1 hour. But it wasn't. It didn't help.
Yeah. Even if you didn't help, it didn't
Because
help. It's like that thing I was saying last semester about what I think fiction really is.
yeah,
And fiction is more so fiction is more subjective than objective. Subjective in the sense that if the thing that you're going to get is to you significantly important, if the thing that you're going to get to you is significantly important and very, very valuable and you want it,
yeah,
I feel like it's going to be easier to break through the walls.
yeah,
But if it is going to be not so, yeah, like you don't really cherish it that much
yeah.
and you put fiction in front of it, that fiction will work. So it's this whole thing I was thinking of, but just
Like okay, the friction. What that digital well-being app.
yeah.
It's easy to remove it.
Very
You
easy.
just go into the app, increase the limit. When the limit ends, enter the app, increase the limit. So there was literally no friction. But that block it app literally turns down my phone. Like once you set the timer, you can't access anything. So what I just did, I just set the timer. I recently just set the timer. Boom. The urge died down. So there was no space to actually negotiate whether okay I should do it. Sometimes I'll negotiate to myself, okay, I really need to rest. You know that resting excuse. You now use it as a ticket, then boom, from I wanted to rest for 1 hour to 8 hours wasted. So from what we have said, we have seen that self-sabotage is something innate, but the mission is not to completely eliminate it, but to drastically reduce it
Yeah.
and to rise when you fall. When you fall, because you will fall.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you can be like disciplined for 2 months, then you just fall back. But
Yeah.
the point is not okay beating yourself up. It's just rise back, get back.
Right, but get back up again. Yeah, real. And be compassionate with yourself, especially when expecting change.
Yeah,
Don't ever talk down on yourself. Talk in terms of lessons and not failures.
yeah,
And the fact that you are actually aware of the self-sabotage means that you're trying to get better, which on its own is very credible.
yeah,
Like, which on its own, like the fact that you're aware of the self-sabotage means it's evidence that you're trying to get better. And on its own
yeah,
is very, very credible.
yeah.
Do you understand? So
Self-awareness ain't enough.
no. I'm not saying it's enough. I'm saying that the fact you are aware
And then you feel bad about it.
and then you feel bad about it
Yeah.
shows that this is someone that is actually trying to get better. If it happened and you were just numb to it,
And it's who I am.
exactly. But you feel that inconsistency between who I said I would be
Not
and what I did.
yeah,
Do you understand? So that thing is actually something that I will commend any single person for.
Yeah.
It means that you're trying to get better. You just fail.
yeah.
You feel me?
Unlike someone that maybe they're bad
That it happens and it just it's your normal life.
like for example, scrolling TikTok throughout the night. They now turn it into burning the usual TikTok night candle. So identify the habit. You can use journaling, to observe yourself like a lab experiment. Rebel in the moment. Rebel against the habit and start small because you will fall. And your life doesn't just overnight. You're fully disciplined. You need to take tiny steps. The first rebellion is one step. You do it again and again. It keeps on compounding, and you see you get better in rebelling against the pattern. Be compassionate with yourself. When it does happen, don't beat up yourself. Acknowledge it. It happened. Boom. Then get back. Get back. Hi, Mitchell. This has been a voyage. A voyage.
Very, very real. Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show.
They're always glad to be, man. Peace.